Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Archangel token. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So let's move on with this video. And in this video, if you were part of the live stream, we had three major big announcements that were made today. And I'm going to discuss about each of these announcements regarding the Archangel token and what's coming out there. So let's jump on to the video and quickly have a quick check on the quick look at the price. No further analysis or details. It's around 1079, up by 10.32%. Enough said. Let's move on, guys. Why am I not discussing much about the price point right now? Well, two reasons. One, there are a lot of bigger things happening with Archangel token, which probably might not be made too public right now. But nonetheless, there are a lot of background works that are going on. You can see that happening if you have joined the Telegram group. You're part of the market analysis channels, and they have almost like 4 to 5 Telegram groups. I know it's a little lot. You can see those a lot of bifurcations that are involved. So, but the biggest advantage here is each group has its own purpose, and in each group you get that exclusive information out there for that specific feature or epic that Archangel token is actually working on. And having that information, you would definitely believe or agree to what I'm quoting right now, that there are big things happening in the background with Archangel token, guys. It's just a matter of time until this starts exploding. Now, if you want to get onto it, yes, I believe right now is the good time for you to make some good potential profit both in the short term and the long term. Right? Having said that, let's move on to the first announcement that is out there in terms of the staking pool. If you've watched all the earlier videos that I have done, or you have gone through the website, the white paper, and all the details out there, you know Archangel's first feature is ideally a staking pool. Now what's happening with the staking pool design or the build? Staking pool testing, that's happening right now, and as we speak, the last week did go on and it continues this week as well. They are expected to start the testing on the mainnet later this week, and to ensure that the staking pool works the way we need it to work, and to support the entire ecosystem, it's supposed to be designed in such a manner that whatever tokens get added up in the future, they seamlessly get integrated to the reward system that's built in. As you can see, I mean, this picture is something which I definitely like on the staking pool front. It definitely depicts that. Consider these colored blocks to be the epics or other projects which are part of the Archangel ecosystem, and this would be your Archangel token, which is actually staked. So each and every token that's part of the ecosystem will give back to Archangel's staked holders. Uh, in a way that they rewarded in their own native token system, not only through Archangel. So there is no conversion to Archangel that happens. If token X is part of the ecosystem, then you would be receiving the rewards in token X itself, and that's quite huge, guys. You never know what the token X price would be in the coming days or years down the lane, right? So that's truly multi-generational wealth or distribution of value out there. Now, let me just read out the announcement again on the staking pool. Just to quote, the wallet connection feature will not be activated until the pool is ready to receive the tokens. However, you would be able to see that there is a staking pool icon or a probable link that can be posted on the website in the coming days. Even though you might see that link is actually available here for you in the website, once you come down, you would not be able to connect your wallet or utilize it because it's still not launched. They are trying to test it on the mainnet, so definitely they need to actually have this on the main website and probably try their own way of checking it out. But approximately 1 week after the pool is open, this is big. Listen to this very clearly, guys. After 1 week, after the approximately around 1 week after the pool is open, we will execute our Archangel Genesis token drop into the pool, consisting of 150 trillion tokens that were reserved for staking when the project launched on 19 September 2021. The pool is being designed as so that the rewards are distributed just like reflections, which are based on ownership percentage. If you stake token percentage represent 1.25% of the pool's total stake tokens, then you will receive 1.25% of all the tokens being delivered to the pool as staking rewards. This includes both Arca tokens, and every token within the ecosystem that is required to deliver tokens back to Arca pool with every transaction being executed. This is really big. The main reason being, you now know how the reward system actually works. It's based on the percentage of your holding in terms of the total stake pool. I mean, ultimately, that's how all of the staking pools work. But what's different here is that you are just taking one coin or one token, and you are able to receive all the other reflections in the same amount of percentage as what your contribution is in the Archangel token. Token staking system, right? So it's not individual token percentage of holding that you have for that particular token, because ideally, take this for an example. You're staking Archangel token and token X comes in for the reward pool. No matter what amount of percentage of token X that you have, it doesn't matter whether you purchased token X or whether you've got some through the reflections. It doesn't matter. To define your reflections, all that matters is if there is 100 trillion token stake pool for Archangel, then and you own somewhere close to around 10 trillion Archangel tokens, then you would be getting 10% of the total transaction rewards that are actually supposed to be distributed to the entire Archangel token pool. And that's in token X, guys. That's not an Archangel token, that's in token X. So now this 150 trillion tokens that are going to be probably given out as reflections, that also you would be receiving based on the amount of tokens that you would be staking and your percentage in the staking pool altogether. So what's to learn over here, the more you stake, the more rewards you would be able to get. Moving on to the second one, on Michael Epic, it says on Friday evening, a meeting was conducted with the IT infrastructure experts and cloud engineer. The solution that was presented was deemed 100% feasible using cloud based technology. Specific components of Michael, that are seven total components. Now, I have covered this in my earlier video as well. There are seven different sections where Michael needs to be built, and each one has their own way of approach and stuff. So, what's happening now is the technology will allow for certain components of Michael to exist independently while still supporting the fully integrated user interface that Michael will provide as a holistic technical solution. Now, this is big. Why? This is a major catalyst within Epic's development. It means that certain components of Michael, specifically the components 2 and 3 for now, can be developed independently and concurrently. This rapidly accelerates the pace in which Michael can be developed. It also presents the opportunity to deliver independent projects or new tokens into the ecosystem at an accelerated timeline. Now, if you look at the other earlier roadmap of how Michael's project line was built up, it was in seven phases. So until phase one was completed, the phase two and three probably wouldn't be started for now. But once they had this discussion with the IT experts, and probably they came out with the solution of cloud architecture that's in place, they are able to go ahead and now build the second and the third phase simultaneously in without worrying about the phase completion of the first phase altogether. And then what happens, it's just like putting all the puzzle pieces together. It's as simple as that. You are able to now design the entire ecosystem in bits and pieces, and it's very easy now to put everything in together, and that sort of redefines the entire timeline. Now the 9 months duration is what was earlier there. We might see it much earlier than that. I'm suspecting somewhere close to around the next 3 4 months. That's my assumption again, because as you can see, the Michael Epic release work has already been commenced in the first stage, and it's already in works. So if you ask me about my personal opinion, I believe that this would be done by say February. To be very optimistic, everything goes well, all goes good. I think by February maximum, we would be definitely be able to see the at least a few phases, a few of the tokens getting added up to the Archangel reward pool entirely, or the ecosystem entirely out there. And this is really good, guys. So it also means that our staking pool can start receiving tokens much earlier than expected, that is up to 6 months earlier if certain parameters can be met, right? So that's a huge leap in terms of adopting the new technologies around, and this is why I love this project. the technical aspect that's involved with this project and building the ecosystem is really good. And the person behind it, well, Joe, I do not need to speak to him. A big thank you, and uh, a big what you can say, a level of appreciation from my side. I wouldn't be able to put this out in words because I have learned a lot being part of this project. And by being part, I mean I'm just doing my own probably contribution in what I can do in terms of probably putting this project details across to all my viewers out there through YouTube as my platform. That's all I've been doing, and in that manner, I'm very happy and thankful to the entire community of Archangel. In fact, because I've been learning a lot. I've definitely been learning a lot, and it's that learning that has helped me also improve or think on many other aspects related to crypto out there. And this ecosystem, in my opinion, for all the from all the studies that I have done, guys, it is a game changing way that we are looking at ecosystem. Now this has nothing to do with any comparison of any other project out there. Each project has its own defined way of approach, and Archangel has its own way of approach. Now the beauty of this project or Archangel is any other streamlined project which has a one or two pathways charted, like for example token X is going to be having a swap, right? So nothing else apart from a swap. They can get themselves integrated to the Archangel ecosystem and use the benefits on however Archangel ecosystem plans to build it, right? So that's the beauty of Archangel. It's not just one single token, it's an entire ecosystem that's being built, and any other outside project can be part of Archangel ecosystem. And what's good, you don't need to worry about vetting those projects because the Archangel team would be doing that for you. And as far as I have seen, they are pretty good at it. And not pretty good, I should say they're the best out there as far as I have seen. Again, it's my personal opinion, but they are the best out there in terms of vetting projects because you have such brilliant people behind the project. They definitely would look at all the aspects, all the angles that is there in place, be it the lead dev AI, or be it the design team, or be it Joe who looks into strategic management and stuff. They're really good, and they're, I don't know. I wouldn't be, probably hyping this too much, but trust me, you join the Telegram group, read through the conversations, and read through what is the amount of information they let go on the Telegram group for any of the major announcements that they do, and then you would actually know what I'm speaking of. Like, it's not pure hype, guys. This is the real thing. There are many much things happening in the background, and it's just a matter of time since, I mean, once the marketing kicks in. And today in the morning also Caesar, who is in charge of marketing, was speaking on the live stream that they are going to go full steam ahead from this Monday onwards, that's today onwards. So big things to expect in the coming days. Once marketing also starts kicking in, you can see a lot of FOMO happening towards token, and that definitely would result in some price action. So this is something that you definitely need to look out for. And if you're considering adding a good project to your portfolio, this is something that you should definitely consider, is my honest opinion. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Have fun and do subscribe to my channel if you're still not subscribed to it. Thank you.